All right, so in the last few days, I watched a movie called The Decedent, and then I followed it up with a movie called Don't Trip, which were both part of this Kickstarter Tubi thing. And there was also another film. There was like 20 films that got released because of this on Tubi, and another one of them that's in the horror genre is a movie called Destroy This Tape. And I had heard some things about it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to check it out for myself. Let's see. So I threw it on, and it's, typical found footage style film. Hold on. And it's got this really, like, kind of distorted look to it, like it was filmed a long while ago. And the actors in it are younger, maybe early 20s, late teens, and they're just kind of like going out into the woods, right? And this girl's recording a tape to say goodbye to their friend who's leaving, and it's just a very classic kind of like tape you would find in any teenager's collection if they were somebody who filmed shit. And in that way, it was very authentic, and I was vibing with it, and I was like, okay, well, this isn't super entertaining. I will give them credit for making it feel authentic. And it is a tough balance, right, to make something feel authentic while also making it feel entertaining. And I feel like they were really succeeding in the authenticity side of things, but in the entertainment side of things, I was kind of like, well, this just kind of feels like a boring tape you would find of kids you don't know and trying to watch it and being like, I don't get any of the inside jokes. I don't know the chemistry between these people. I wasn't there, right? It's like you had to be there. It matters to you because you were there, and it's something that you hold sacred. I have everybody probably has a video like that. I have a video of that with my friends, and yeah, it's cool. But if I showed it to you guys, unless you knew me, right, you would be like, why am I watching this? So it kind of had that feel to it, and I was just like, all right, maybe it'll get somewhere, right? Then about 30 minutes in, and this is what I had heard, but I didn't know if it was true or not, the found footage just stops, just ends. It's just gone. And then we go into a narrative film, classic style film, and it's like this writer who is given the tape by the family member of the missing kids of the tape you just watched, and he's like this failed writer. Well, I should say he's a struggling writer who was once successful but now has fallen on like hard times, and nobody wants to really read his book anymore, and he's looking for that next thing that's going to make him relevant again. And we follow him as he's kind of like going and investigating this to try to find material for his next book. And then, God, yeah, what a horrible, horrible misstep this was. Like, any chance this film had of being good is gone, right? Like, this whole notion, this whole idea of doing this found footage hybrid thing, I don't know why anyone would choose to do it if they're a found footage fan, because they know there's nothing that pisses off found footage fans more than breaking the rules of found footage. And while hybrids almost never ever work, they're very, very rarely successful with the community. In fact, there are some people who are just diehards, die in the wool, freaking like staunch found footage purists. They're never going to be okay with anything ever breaking the rules of found footage. But even with us people that are a little more open, man, you really have to pull off something incredible for us to be like, oh, okay, like, even though it didn't stick to found footage the whole time, I really like that, whatever. This is not that fucking film. I think everything that happens basically from the point in which it switches over is pretty terrible. I just don't really understand, like, I don't understand the choice to do this. I think the story after it drops from found footage is really dumb. And, like, this movie feels like it has a genuine identity crisis. Because we get into the end of the movie, like the last act, and it is so absurd to me. Like, and it turns into yet another film and then you're trying to like figure out kind of, well, how the hell, okay, that's a huge coincidence, like what? No. Absolutely not. So dumb. Such a dumb film. And the only type of people that this film is going to really appeal to would have been the found footage fans, but any found footage fan that watches this is going to be pissed off. So, yeah, huge pass for me. I was very bummed, but I wanted to run with it. I wanted to roll with it when it switched over, and I was like, okay, I'll let it go. I'm gonna accept this, and I'm gonna let it be what it needs to be. And even then, even with me being as open as I am, I still could not find any real positive takeaways from this film once it switches over. So, big pass. It's on Tubi if you want to check it out. Destroy this tape. No, destroy this movie. Terrible. All right. Adios.